So after Sonic 06 was birthed onto the world, there have been a few bad Sonic games out there. Some mediocre, some average, some great. Well, personally, I think the only Sonic games that were remotely bad were Sonic 06, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood, and Sonic Freeriders. So that's 4 bad Sonic games. And there were a few mediocre games, and a lot of the games were good. But there's one title in particular that people that have mixed opinions. And that would be the topic of today's video, Sonic Unleashed. And I actually own both versions because my brother got this version and I got this version on the same day of Christmas 2008. And here, let's have a look at some review scores. So we're back at GameSpot. Let's see. Wow. In case none of you know, GameSpot gave Sonic 06 4.4, and they gave this a 3.5. Oh. Okay, I'm never trusting GameSpot ever again. So, yeah, they gave Sonic Unleashed a fair... So IGN gave Sonic Unleashed a fair score. Well, the other guys at IGN, one of them said that the Xbox 360 and PS3 version was a piece of garbage. And in his video review, he was playing badly on purpose, just to make the game look bad. Seriously, I'll send a link down below to that video review. But just so you know, but I must warn you, you will lose brain cells from that. Because if you want to torture someone, show them that video review. That was the worst review I've ever seen in my life. And once again, Metacritic has given it a fair score. From now on, if I ever need anyone for gaming advice, if there's one gaming site I can trust, it's this one, Metacritic. Today I'll be looking at the PS2 and Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. That was made by Dimps. And in my second part, I will cover the HD version. So let's begin with the story, because where else do we begin these reviews? So in Eggman's base, he's plotting to take over the world. Yep, Eggman's the villain again. And Sonic arrives, somehow, to stop him. Seriously, how did he get there? Did he shoot himself into space? Well, anyways, Sonic attacks the spaceship. And I must say, the opening cinematic looks amazing. So Eggman shows up to attack Sonic. So just as we think Eggman has Sonic, finally, Sonic uses the power of the Chaos Emerald to become Supersonic. Eggman runs away, because of course he would. And Supersonic chases after him, destroying the space station behind in the process. Supersonic has Eggman cornered, and Eggman begs Supersonic to spare him. But it's actually a trap! Dun dun dun! So Eggman uses a device to trap Supersonic, extracting the Chaos Emeralds right out of Supersonic, using the machine to drain the energy from the Chaos Emeralds, and using it to power this laser, so Eggman uses the machine to split the planet into several pieces, awakening a being known as Dark Gaia. And also, while the planet's splitting apart, Supersonic turns into I mean, no, not Supersonic. Sonic turns into the Werehog. Making him hairier and have pointy teeth. So, Eggman sends Sonic flying into outer space, where he would eventually land safely on Earth. So as Sonic crash lands on Earth, he has a look around. He encounters this little creature that doesn't remember a thing about itself, and says that he doesn't remember anything after something fell and hit him. So Sonic feels responsible for the creature's memory loss and decides to help him while finding a way to put the planet back together. And then the sun rises and Sonic turns back to his normal self. So whenever it's daytime, Sonic is his normal self, but whenever it's nighttime, he's the Werehog. After Sonic and Chip run into Tails, oh yeah, I probably should mention, Sonic decided to name the little creature Chip. So, after running into Tails, Tails explains that he knows someone that could explain how to put the planet back together, and probably have information of what this little creature is. This professor explains that this isn't the first time that this planet's been split into pieces, and explains that the creature that woken inside the planet is known as Dark Gaia. And he also explains that that in order to put the planet back together, the Chaos Emeralds had to be put into Dark Gaia temples. And after the 6th temple, Chip remembers who he actually is, and that his name is that his name is actually Light Gaia, and it's his job to stop Dark Gaia. But forgot who he was after Eggman split the planet into pieces. So the two head to Eggman Land. Why do they head there? Because the last temple is underneath Eggman Land. After restoring the final Chaos Emerald, after restoring the temple, they notice that the 7th planet isn't putting itself back into place. This is when they find out that they're too late, and Dark Gaia has been fully powered. So Dark Gaia has been restored to its full power, but turns on Eggman. Yeah, big surprise. Chaos turned on him, so why not another monster? And Dark Gaia rips the Werehog right out of Sonic, preventing him from ever transforming into the Werehog ever again. So Chip brings all the temples together to do the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen ever. Okay, did anyone play the Power Rangers theme when witnessing this? Anyone? No one? So, Dark Gaia turns into Perfect Dark Gaia. So, Sonic turns into Super Sonic to take down Dark Gaia. Chip says farewell to Sonic, leaving Sonic with Chip's bracelet in remembrance of Chip. But we never see it in any other games. So Sonic and Tails run off to their next adventure. And this scene right here, it reminds me of the Genesis days. Okay, with story out of the way, let's get to the gameplay. So, onto the gameplay. Sonic has... If you collect rings, you get boost energy. Which if you push the square button... No, wait. The circle button... Or... Yeah, the circle button... Sonic will do a boost. In the HD version, if you can hold down the boost button to do one continuous boost. But in the Wii and PS2 version, it's separate boost chains. Plus also Sonic can do a drift, which helps him make sharper turns.
He also has a stomp attack, but I barely use it unless the game wants me to use it.
And also you can do the homing attack. And in this version, you don't have to hit a separate button for the homing attack. You just hit the jump button twice and boom, homing attack. And also you get medals based on how good you progress through the stage. So like I said earlier, the day you control Sonic, the night you control the Werehog. So I've shown you the daytime stages, now let's move on to the nighttime stages. Alright, well here's the Werehog stages. He plays kind of like God of War, games like God of War, and Kingdom Hearts. And Sonic, the Werehog isn't as fast as the daytime stages, but I still think it's fun. Why? To beat the crap out of enemies, duh. But one part that annoys me whenever you fight a huge amount of enemies is the song that plays whenever you encounter a large group of enemies. Here, I'll shut up so you can listen to it. Yeah, that song plays every time you encounter a large group of enemies. And the Werehog itself is the reason why people say Unleashed is bad. Wow, because of one thing in the whole game, they say this game's bad. Wow, typical. So, the Werehog can do combo attacks. Plus also, if you double tap forward, he can do like a little dash move. And he also can grab onto ledges. Well, let's move on to boss fights.
So the daytime boss fights, you're boosting and using the homing attack on the boss's weak point.
And also the fights with the Werehog. The Werehog bosses are fighting Dark Gaia spawns. Tune in next time. Tune in the second part when I will cover the HD version of Sonic Unleashed.